Hello everyone. It's good to be back in Logistical. I'm just doing something in the background right now. And then I will get into it. I tried to set up just trying to start off connections tab. Oh, there's a tab for it. There it is. Done. Just wanted to re-enable stream mode because I disabled it, and that would be a terrible idea. Hey, Crabzig. Let's get into it. It is going pretty fantastic over here in Logistical Land. We left off with having pretty much completely discovered Germany. There was a couple of things that we didn't discover, which I'll go into really quickly. We hadn't discovered this little island here. We had sort of discovered it, but what I didn't realize was we had a roadworks that required brick, and well, we uncovered brick when we were uncovering the rest of Germany. So I was able to come in here and do a quick exploration off stream. There's nothing much in there. There is a pig farm, which requires mung beans and sorghum, which we do not have access to. And we also unlocked boats, which require fiberglass and steel that we also don't have access to, although we do have access to plastic. So we didn't get any goods that we really wanted to, but that's fine. What I did do off stream was a significant portion of, well, pretty much all of the roads in the game. So previously, when we select a good that needs like clay and we hover over it, we would see a ton of these orange, deep orange symbols throughout Germany, and they of course would be the various roadworks that need building. This is an Austrian roadworks, which is why we haven't done it, because we can't access Austria currently. So I got rid of all of the roadworks in Germany for all of the goods that we have unlocked except for asphalt. Reason being, asphalt requires rock and oil, and we have neither presently. I suspect we might be getting some of that from Sweden. So yeah, I've done pretty much everything. Once again, this brick, you'll see that's in Poland, so we can't access those roadworks there, but we have done just about everything else. Now, our money is significantly lower than it was at the end of last stream. That's because we needed to purchase floaters for our truck, which cost a smooth 1,000,000 coins. So we went and got 1,000,000, purchased that, and then came up here. Now, why did we come up here? Well, because we needed to complete this town, Herschel's, which is the last thing that I did while I was off stream. And Herschel's was actually quite an adventure. I wish I had have streamed it, actually, because I had to do something new. Glass is only makeable. Oh, okay, sure. Glass is only makeable over here, where this blue truck is. And one of the problems is that the only route we had to this island was too flimsy for a 40-ton truck. It was fine for this small 8-ton truck, but a 40-ton truck couldn't do it. So we actually had to go in here and, for the first time ever, upgrade a road. It was fairly straightforward. It just was effectively laying down a bunch of additional roadworks that required like 70 to, I think the biggest one was like 600 wood required to unlock a section. So that was for this big section here. But eventually we did all that, and that allowed us to come over here and get glass. Now the reason why we couldn't do this with just the 8-ton is because in the time it took for the 8-ton to go and get glass and come back to Herschel's would actually consume all the glass that the truck had been delivering. So basically it was just not going to be possible with the 8-ton truck. So you'll see as well our roads, this R is now up to 417. It was on something like 200 and something last session, so as you can imagine, quite a lot of road unlocking has ensued. So the things that we're after are pretty straightforward. We're after crates. Crates would be nice. I wouldn't mind getting oil and rock, so that way we can deal with asphalt. Rock, oil, and asphalt would basically unlock the rest of the roads. It would there'd still be concrete limited roads, but that's about it. So if we could get all that done, that would be ideal. The other thing that we could do, and I'm sort of hoping for, let me find it really quick. Is this it? Nope. Find it really quick, he says. Anyway, somewhere in Germany, they produce machinery. And ideally, we would get the goods required to get machinery up and running. So we currently have plastic access, that's fine. Plastic will need oil, so once again we need oil in order to produce plastic for this machinery factory. Steel, which we have no current access to, and engines. So if we manage to find engines in Sweden, that would be nice, and we can see how it goes. So let us take our truck and get it across there using its wonderful floaty technology and have a look at what is in store. So I suspect we're going to find some roadworks and stuff like that. In fact, we already have some, but that's okay. This has a lock on it. That's a weird lock. I've never seen that before. That's new. I think it might be telling me that railway is locked. I'm not sure. It has a weird thing spinning around it. Okay. I'm sure it's important, whatever it is. Let us go and explore, and we have found a sorghum farm. So that's one of the two things that we need over in here. Sorghum, and the town that it's in is currently locked, I'm guessing. We needed sorghum and something else for pigs. Yeah, sorghum and mung beans. So maybe we will also find mung beans. Looks like there's a good to be found up here. So let's just travel up there. We find another tree nursery. Not a big deal, just... oh, this actually produces trees. We've never had to use trees before, so that's pretty easy. Fertilizer turns into trees, none too shabby. No vehicle access, okay. Well, that was a quick journey when we find ourselves stuck by roadworks once again. Let us zoom in and see what we've got. We've got rock over here, which we definitely cannot do. We have aluminium over there, which we cannot do. And over here we have brick. That's fine, we can do brick and then we can continue on our way. 42 brick is a little frustrating, but it should be fine. And of course, bricks. One of the biggest problems is not having newspapers to level up this brickworks. It's a very inefficient brickworks right now, so it needs basically almost half as much clay to turn into brick. It's not very efficient at all. So let's deliver it some goods. Also, when we get some more money, I might be buying my second 20-ton B-double. And that will hopefully get everything sorted. I'm going to do some loads just to fill up the clay here, just so that way I don't have to constantly worry about it when I need brick. And if we're going to be doing a lot of roadworks over in Sweden, we might as well do some brick. This is Sweden, right? This is totally Norway. That's fine. I know my European countries. It's fine. We're going to get into Sweden, I'm sure. I was just thinking, isn't this Sweden? And I'm right about that being Sweden, right? Probably. Let us go forth and produce bricks. I'm going to take a short load first. Takes forever to get across the water, and we only need 24 more tons. I also did a number of towns, so they were just small towns that required like small lots of wood or whatever. Basically, we kept running out of these bonuses, and so I needed to continue to work on towns to get enough bonuses to keep my truck in good condition. And we are definitely at that point now. Alright, let's continue on discovering. We'll try and focus on areas that we've already... That is one hell of a journey for some bricks that can't possibly pay for itself. Oh, well, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. It's not about the... Well, actually, for a roadwork, it doesn't pay for itself at all. We don't get any money for roadworks. A refinery. Fantastic. Oil will turn into diesel. So, yet another oil source. I do not know what this floating thing is. It's got something to do with this weird lock. And for some reason it's further out than the last one. I don't know what it is. The game will probably explain it to me as I continue to explore into Norway. Alright, once again... Oh, we're not completely locked by roadworks. Let's continue over here. And there we go. Locked again by roadworks. Let us sort of see if we can do any of these lower roadworks first. And once again, we can some more bricks. So we'll go and get the truck to go and do that. Whilst it does that, we will have a look at some of the other roadworks and see if our smaller truck can do it. We have one here that requires planks. 45 tons of planks. Yeah, that's probably not enough for the smaller one. Still, what we'll do is we'll do one load with the smaller one, and then we can do a full 40-ton load with the bigger truck. It'll just save us a little bit of time. Instead of having to do 2 trips with the big truck, now we'll only have to do 1. So we're going to tell this person not to repeat this journey because he doesn't need to. Alright, bricks are done. Let's go and also do the planks. That's not what I meant to do. I clicked on the wrong thing. There we go. Wrong vehicle again. Let's do that again. No vehicle. Okay. Zoom right in. There we go. Once he's done that, we'll be able to explore a little bit further. Whilst he's doing that, let's have a look at some of the other roadworks and just see if any of those can be unlocked. Yeah, this one just requires some clay. It looks like there's a good to be found shortly thereafter. Let's go and get you unlocking whilst we focus on this next area. We've also got a good down here. I'm excited. So many goods. This is kind of what I was expecting Germany to have, but for the most part it did not. Okay. Let's keep on just sort of making sure we sort of explore everywhere. And in just a second the game's going to tell me... no, it's not. Let's go over here then. Approach it from another direction. No, yet another roadwork. Okay. More roadwork fun. Okay, it looks like we have some throughput here. And there we go. Let me move this up actually. Roads currently closed in Norway. To open the roads, complete this town, and then modify the resources required. So if we complete Tenninger, which we can almost complete, we're just missing whatever this question mark is, and of course figuring out how these locks work. But that's fine. Still haven't found the goods that are over here. There was supposed to be goods over here, yes? It's probably in this little section in here, which are locked by that quest. So that's interesting. We do have a good. We don't know what the good is. And we've discovered most of the southern part, and we're basically locked now because this roadwork requires oil and this one requires asphalt, neither of which we currently produce. And that looks like the only way in. We also have a roadworks here that requires dynamite, and a roadworks here that requires concrete. So we can't actually explore the bottom of Norway there. That's alright, let's move up to the top. I'm going to just drive as close to this roadworks as I can, with the hopes of maybe like visually discovering what's in there. Okay, you just not moving. There we go. No, not enough to see what's in there. Well, that's okay, these things happen. I don't know why we've suddenly turned a bunch of businesses pink, but we have. There's so many things in this game that it's like, I'm not sure what I'm doing, but hopefully things are going fine. Alright, we unlocked this access route, so let us go and start exploring again. We'll zoom out a little. Probably not much in the way of businesses over here, but that's okay. It's the exploration and discovery that matters. Okay, yet more roadworks. Shock horror. Alright. Let's have a look at these roadworks and see if any of them can be done. One's steel, that's not an option. This is gravel, that's definitely an option. Let's see if there's another option that we can do. No. Alright, well, let's grab the gravel. Don't have to go a huge distance for the gravel, thankfully. Look at how slow this poor little dump truck is. Alright, we only need 13 tons of gravel, so that's fine. He'll eventually chip away at this roadwork and we'll be able to go and have a look into it. Alright. Some more access is found, and we have discovered dairy. Okay. Supply you with... It outputs brunost. What is brunost? Brunost. It is a type of cheese, a common Norwegian name for Majost whey cheese. Okay. It's a type of cheese that I have never tried. Well, I think I will need to try this brown cheese. Okay. We're learning new things all the time. Oh, we've discovered a vehicle shop. Let's have a look at what the vehicle shop has in store. Wait, is it really brown? Yes, it certainly seems that way. Why would I buy any of these trucks? Look at how expensive these trucks are compared to the trucks that I can just buy in Germany. They have a 2x here though, which I don't know what means. But they are incredibly expensive. Hi Balcat. Yeah, it's if you've ever seen a smoked Gouda, it kind of looks... Yeah, let me sort of... and get it up on screen, that's not a problem at all. Rather than you having to go and investigate by yourself. There you are. It is... yeah, it's definitely a brown colour. It's not the vibrant yellow of a cheese that you normally see. So, yeah. Okay, and we have found rocks. Excellent. That is 1/2 of what's required for asphalt down. It also will unlock roads here in Norway, so that is good. We're running into some more roadworks. It's yet more roadworks. So many goods to be found here in Norway. Okay, if we want to... I personally like Old Amsterdam a lot, and that is quite brown as well. Not a cheese I'm familiar with. So if we complete Arjang, Sweden, then we will open these roads. Or more to the point, we'll have access to opening these roads. Now, Arjang is actually quite easy to complete. I mean, it requires a large quantity of goods, but the goods that it requires are incredibly varied, and so should be relatively easy in that regard. The problem is, it's on the other side of the roadworks, so until we find a different route into Sweden, we will not be completing this. And we discovered a new asphalt pit. This one doesn't need rocks. Interesting. So this is a slightly different asphalt pit. The asphalt pit in Germany requires rocks and oil. This one requires gravel and oil. Of course, we have discovered both gravel and rocks, but we are still yet to discover oil. Alright. I feel like we've done a lot of the exploration around here, but we have not found a way in, so let's have a look. I see gravel. I see gravel here. I see clay here, and I see sand here. That's very easy, but the easiest that I see is rock here. Oh no, that's wood. Okay, well, they're all kind of frustrating. They all involve going back to Germany, so there is that. So if I was to guess, if I was to hazard a guess as to what the numbers on the locks mean, and this is just a guess at this stage, the guess that I would hazard is that they are they're towns that are locked until you have completed enough businesses in the region. That would be my guess. And we can test that by fulfilling, you know, a business and see if that lock number goes down. The lock number might not go down. It might be a static lock number, and it just unlocks when you've done enough businesses. Truthfully, I don't know. These other roadworks are also going to annoy me, so let me go and send the poor little dump truck on a trip to go and get that done. Let's go back to our big B double. Alright Oslo. Don't let me down. I saw a green thing near you. Alright, we discovered a printer, probably not super useful, but it's okay. Requires paper and prints newspapers. No, this is actually fantastic news. We don't have access to paper. if we do, then we have access to newspapers, and newspapers will upgrade our clay pit. Not our clay pit, our brickworks, which will be very useful indeed. We found a rock roadwork. Before we go any further, let's just do that, since, you know, it's just around the corner. Okay, we discovered seafood traps. Outputs seafood, inputs worms. We have access to worms, so that's not a problem at all. A lot of these businesses just have a 5 number, so we might be able to... like, testing 5 businesses should be relatively easy, and then we can see whether or not that unlocks those. Do we wish to continue down here? It's an awful long way. Let's do it with rocks instead. Of course, yeah, we're having to take the very, very long route around, but that's okay. Now, I don't expect to find any new businesses in here, but I just like making sure that I have explored everything that I can. Because you never know what some of these areas can hide. In this case, not a whole heck of a lot. What about this over here? Take a while to get in, it'll just complete this road, and that's fine. Okay. Right, I feel like we have successfully uncovered that. So let us continue more into the north of Norway. Okay. Sweden Roadworks 1. If we wish to get into Sweden, we can unlock Elverum, Norway. And we might be able to complete this. I don't know about chickens, but I think we do everything else. I'm pretty sure that's barley, and I'm fairly certain we do that. So Sweden might be our next stop. Once again, has this lock, but my suspicion is 5 businesses. We will see if that suspicion is accurate once we have finished exploring Norway. Mind you, the game might force me to check that sooner rather than later. We have oil and asphalt for roadworks there. I don't even know what roadworks we have here. Aluminium, yeah, that's not happening. And dynamite. And what about this one over here? Concrete, yes. So we are... that is it for our Norway expedition. For now. So it looks like our next step is to go into Sweden via... let me get that quest back up. Just so that way the arrows stay on the page. Actually, I think I can do this. We're gonna pin. We're gonna use pins for the first time. Pinning that will keep it really obvious as to where it is on the map. And since we know that's our next stop, pinning it is probably a good idea. Let's have a look at this. There's a 15 printed here as well that I don't know. I can see this 5 here. I don't know what this 15 is. I'm a little bit concerned. Let us start by having a look at something like rocks. Where was rocks? And let's see if there's any businesses nearby that just need some rock. There are actually a couple. I'm going to turn off emptying, so that way we can just smash these businesses out straight away. Okay. And then I still have some leftover rock. Let's just go dump it in here. $28 times what it requires. We can't really use the asphalt, but we can use the trees. Trees are pretty easy, they just need fertilizer. We can definitely handle that. It looks like there are a couple of businesses nearby that need trees. Let's turn you off and grab trees to there. What do you mean no vehicle access? Huh. I don't have vehicle access to the trees. Well, that's fine. It looks like they just need wood from there. So let us go and do that. The game does hang a little bit when you try and create really long routes, I've noticed, but that's okay. Eventually we'll be delivering stuff across the entirety of Europe, and then the game will really lag. Was there another unlock that we could do here, just so that way we don't have to go around the other side? No, just limestone, which I don't think we have access to. At least if we do have access to limestone. Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright. So that now... I forgot to turn empty my load back on, so we now have a bunch of wood. Can we turn that into profitable? Looks like we might be able to. Have to take a very long journey for it, but looks like we can complete a few more businesses at least. Congratulations on completing 250 businesses. You're well on your way. Complete 500 businesses and the maximum speed of the game will increase. So we actually, I also, this happened while I was completing towns. If we complete 100 towns, we'll also get a maximum game speed increase. You can see we're at 87 towns. So we can get another game speed increase relatively soon. Okay, where was it? Trees. Let's turn off emptying. And I see 3 businesses. Unless there's some businesses over here that also need it. Nope. Okay, 3 businesses it is. Let us go. A long, long trip to go around, but that's okay. We'll get there eventually. Once we've finished the tree businesses, we will be well and truly... so we just completed 5 businesses in Norway, but we'll go all the way to 7, that's fine. Just getting them done. And then we'll have a look at the locked things and see if my theory was correct. Okay. Done. Alright, so the town that we were having difficulty with was this one. It is still locked. Do I need 15 businesses? Is it 5 towns or 15 businesses? What I'm going to do is I'm going to just take a screenshot and drop it in the chat for Logistical. The Logistical Discord is there for a reason. I'm also curious about these padlock symbols. The game has never shown me them before and doesn't tell me anything about them. I notice they have a little number near the part where the steel meets the body, 15 in this example, and a big number on the body. Is this a number of towns and businesses I need to complete in the region to unlock this town? Because normally the game is like, here, enjoy a bunch of tooltips. Was that? Nope. I did accidentally turn off tooltips, but that's not it. Nope. Okay, Rendup is going to answer my question, I think. Hopefully. Anyway, what we can continue to do is we can continue to try and find businesses to complete. It's not really a problem. Finding like 5 towns to complete would be really difficult. There's not a whole lot of towns that we've discovered, and a lot of them are quite tough. This one says 4. Why does this one say 4? Oh, I am so very confused now. Five close businesses. Okay, so that's what the problem is, and that's why this shows 4. We have done businesses, but they need to be close businesses. So that's a new and interesting bit of the puzzle. This game just likes throwing stuff my way. So, we need to complete 5 close businesses. Let's have a look at some businesses. I don't remember if we actually have milk available to us or not. No, we do not. We might have beef. It's a relatively small amount of beef. Nope. If you zoom in the map, you'll see the relevant pink color while also seeing a small rocket. Businesses should be inside this circle, but not always. Thank you very much. Well, now I know what the rocket means. So basically, and I know what was turning businesses pink before. So, pink businesses. I'm a little concerned about these because a lot of them seem to require milk. I have found 2 businesses we can do so far. Most of these businesses fall outside of it. We don't have access to milk. Okay, we do have access to boats. It's not a renewable boat resource, but we'd have enough to like complete something that only requires 2.8 tons. We have fish, so that we can get 2 done just fine. I think we have cheese, so that might be possible as well. But that is only 3. Let us see if we have cheese. Might be wrong about cheese. I am wrong about cheese. Huh. Well, I take back what I assumed was the next step. Because if this was the next step, then it would involve goods that I could actually bring over. I'm surprised I can't bring milk over. I could have sworn that I had access to milk. But apparently I am wrong. Okay. What are we missing? Looks like I am stuck once again. Asphalt requires 45 asphalt. We definitely don't have access to 45 asphalt. Okay. I have another theory, and I'm interested in trying it potentially. I think we have access to flowers now, and we have access to beer. I don't know if we've got access to wheat though, so we are still kind of limited here. So my theory was maybe I need to complete a town. So this is a different region technically. So since it's a different region, it may have different rules on businesses being built in it. So that might be how we potentially get around this. I don't think it will be, but it's the only sort of way forward that I can think of right now. So let's have a quick look. Let's see if there are any obvious places that we can complete here. It doesn't look like it. At least not 5. Well, I like this. Like, I don't like this, but I like this. I like that I have something new to consider myself about. Like a new part to the puzzle. Okay, this one might be... Yeah, it might be one of these, like, really obvious intro areas. That requires just flowers. You require way too many goods. You require flower, which I don't think I have access to. Let me double check that I have access to flowers, because I could be wrong. Why am I... Ah, I'm not wrong. Fantastic. I was like, why am I always wrong? No. Not this time, game. Yeah, technically we could supply 0.26 of a ton of cars. That's within our capabilities. But the rest of it is not. Okay, how about you? No, we can't do that. A lot of these businesses are just places that I can't do. Yeah, eight businesses is never going to happen. What about you? I mean, you are the... no, because we can't actually complete you. We need a business that we can unlock and complete. So that's the other... Sorry, a town we can unlock and complete. That's the other limitation that we have here. Okay. Now, I think we've looked at all of these towns, pretty much. I might be able to do this. I don't remember if I have access to that type of cattle. And I can't click on it on this business because it's locked. Alright, let's see game, if there are other businesses that I can complete in this area. Okay, I could technically do wire. could technically do diesel, so that's 2. But that's it. Unless there's a bunch of businesses that I'm not seeing because I'm not zoomed in far enough. Fertilizer. Okay, hang on. This might be it. We can do wire. We can do fertilizer. And I forget where the other one was. We can do diesel. So we can almost complete 4 more businesses in the area. But only almost. I'm not going to start doing this if I can't figure out a 5th business. Sorry, I just had to cough for a second. Okay, no 5th business that I see here. And 10 businesses is definitely not going to happen. Okay, what about you? You also only require 4 businesses, but you're not completable. So... Alright, let's slide back over here for a little bit. Because there's this giant area around Oslo that might be doable. What I'm looking for is something that we can finish. So we can't do this because we don't have a source of milk. We can't do that because we don't have a source of wheat. Can't do that because we have no grapes. Okay. Can't do that one. Come on, game. Chemicals. We do have access to chemicals. This requires 5 businesses. I zoom in and out to refresh the pink. Doesn't look good. Does not look good at all. Do we have access to any of these? I don't think we have access to coffee or peanuts. I'm not sure what this last thing is. That doesn't mean we don't have access to it. Just means that I am not knowing... Oh, here it is. Tree nuts. I think we do have access to tree nuts. No? Could have sworn we got tree nuts here in... Or maybe there was a good that required tree nuts. Oh yeah, that's why it's got that question mark next to it. We do not have access to tree nuts. Well, this is a new problem that the game has thrown my way. We definitely don't have access to beehives. Hang on a second. We have a road here that we haven't done. Output milk. There we go. Nice spotting me. See, you think you unlock all the roads, but then it turns out that you haven't. We have a paper mill, so we can do newspaper as well. Okay, so we may, because we're pretty limited on milk here, we may have to unlock this town first. Because we've got sorghum bottles and we've got wood, paper. We have paper that can turn into newspaper. Yeah, we have a lot of options here, which is pretty good. Let me have a look at... so we're at the More locked roadworks. Must be where the Sweden border is. That's probably why I didn't go down there. I thought it was probably locked. Okay. Let's have a look at businesses nearby. I see one, I see two businesses. I see three businesses. I see four businesses. Okay, 4 businesses out of 6 is, at an easy glance, is enough to make me think that this is where I'm supposed to be. So let us start working on it. We'll unlock this, we'll complete this town, we'll then have access to milk and fertilizer. It's a bit of a puzzle, but we managed to get there. So we're gonna pin this one as well. All right, piggery. Yep. Let's take the small truck. We don't need many pigs, so we'll just take the smaller truck, because the smaller truck, we can like sort of finely tune the amount of pigs we grab. It's slower, but it gets us there. So yeah, earlier on we were having that situation where it's like, well, we can't do this, we need milk, and we just don't have access to milk. Touche game. Touche. Okay, what I should be doing is getting the next business ready. Planks. Sure, we can do this. We can do 1 planks with the slow truck and the other planks with the big truck. Don't know what a tune ship is, but it's probably pretty cool. Interesting, they both take the same amount of time on water. Alright, that'll be half of the requirements done. We could do a 2.8. Oh wow, okay, there's a ton of little businesses in here. Yeah, okay. We got loads. Okay, the Old Town Model Railway Centre seems like a good one, even though it requires 2. Let us do the sand one. Okay, let's get rid of this notification too. There was another one in here that was, yeah, let's get glass done by you. Well, I'm glad that the game has thrown another curveball my way. It's nice to be able to sort of see, like, a difficulty spike. Even if that difficulty is fairly... there has to be a closer fairy. You would think so, right? But not so much. Not unless we're going to Sweden. Okay. Even though I don't like doing it, I'm going to do asphalt next, because asphalt is nice and close. And even though we have a limited supply of asphalt currently, I don't mind using it in such a situation. Alright, 2.8. Let's aim for 2.8 tons. Oh no, you unlocked loader. Damn it. Oh well. Yeah, no way I was going to do that. Alright, did that do what I think it did? 3? I feel like we did more than 3 businesses in that period of time, game. Did we do... Ah, these actually aren't pink. frustration. Okay, I'm really hoping we have chickens. Oh, did we not do... Oh, we didn't do either of these. Okay, well that's fine. These are multi-purpose ones, but that's okay. We will send... you to go and get wood, and we'll send you to go and get brick. Long bricks. But yeah, unfortunately, Murgle, this is kind of the way that the game is. It's a long, arduous game of moving goods, you know, and it's just the kind of game it is. Alright, once you're done with that, we can start doing red mana. Okay. We'll get you, the small one, to do the planks. Ooh, we're out of stuff for wool. Okay. You can go do the planks. And you can go grab some sheep. See if we can find the... No, we're just too zoomed out. Okay. Let's go and get some wool. Alright, we only need 2.8 tons, which is very little. And then what, we just need one more area done, is that correct? Yep, so I wonder if this will automatically update if I'll need to click again. I'll probably need to click again. No, it automatically updated. Okay, so just one other place. There was the chicken place. There's also the gravel place, but I really don't want to do the gravel place. Do we have chickens? Please have chickens. We do. That's what I thought. Ah, Norwegians do not have a word for museum. They use the English word for it. Alright, and this should... Yes. One unlocked town, 91 to go in the region. Okay. Yeah, that's certainly something to think about. Alright, so now we need to actually complete the town, so that way it can accept sorghum. So let's get sorghum done. And actually, let's click on... I don't need to pause to do this, I don't know why I keep doing that. Let's click on sorghum, get the slow truck. Slow truck, you're going to grab fertilizer, so please go and grab some fertilizer. Because we are going to need more sorghum. Alright, next up is sheep. And then we have clay, and then we have brick. Yeah, you are slowly consuming, so we should do clay and then brick. How's bricks going? Cool. Always like to check that number and make sure it's not lower than 69. If it's lower than 69, there's a problem. Oh no, we're gonna wait until we've done this town, but we do actually have the ability to upgrade the brick place to make it more efficient. So that's going to be something that we probably do shortly.